Just how dangerous is this guy? To keep him locked up, the prison spent $1 billion building a special glass cell that can withstand a nuclear blast. But whenever he gets near the glass, the guards still shake uncontrollably with fear. Today this man decides to break out. He places his palm against the glass. Right as the guard pulls the trigger, he creates a vacuum. And just like that, the glass that could withstand a nuke gets blown wide open. Those two guards are in serious trouble now. Right at this moment, a teacher in the classroom suddenly starts trembling. And it's not just him. Every student in class feels this overwhelming sense of dread, except for one guy who's still sleeping. That's Baki Hanma, son of the world's strongest man. At that very moment, a luxury Rolls-Royce pulls up outside the school. An elderly man steps out of the car. This is none other than the head of Tokyo's underground fighting arena, Mitsunari Tokugawa. The principal immediately rushes over to greet him respectfully, but the person Tokugawa really wants to see is actually the new transfer student. Baki, what do you want with me? Do I even know you, old man? Hey, don't be so hostile. Baki doesn't want to hear any of it. Tokugawa just smiles at this, then pulls out a block of TNT, powerful enough to level the entire school. The main ingredient is nitroglycerin. In the early 19th century, nitroglycerin was still just a liquid that wouldn't solidify, until one day all the nitroglycerin in the world suddenly crystallized into a solid state. People called this phenomenon sympathetic crystallization. Baki looks completely confused, but Tokugawa's next words catch Baki completely off guard, because just a few days ago this phenomenon happened again. In an offshore prison in America, a man standing 8 feet tall is being led in chains to the execution chamber. Before the execution, the priest asks for his last words, but Dorian just smiles and says he wants to know what it feels like to lose. The priest doesn't waste any time, and immediately orders the guards to proceed. As the mechanism activates, Dorian is quickly hoisted up. After struggling briefly, he goes completely still. The guards quickly call in the medical examiner, but just as the examiner checks him, something happens. Dorian, who should be dead, suddenly opens his eyes. In the next instant, Dorian explodes. Action, taking out 2 guards with 1 kick. Everyone present is absolutely terrified. Then Dorian rips off his chains with brute force, revealing his terrifyingly muscular physique. When the guards outside open the cell door again, the scene before them is absolutely horrifying. All the guards and examiners have been skewered together, and Dorian is long gone. The prison alarms immediately start blaring. At this moment, Dorian is already swimming toward Tokyo. At the same time, in England's Kachio prison, death row inmate Doyle is about to be executed by electric chair. At the warden's command, the assistant flips the switch. A powerful current immediately courses through Doyle's body. He convulses all over, foam pouring from his mouth, smoke rising from his head. In just 2.5 seconds, Doyle stops breathing. But just as the warden confidently approaches to check on Doyle, something shocking happens. Not only is Doyle not dead, he breaks free and instantly appears behind the 2 guards. Before they can even react, they're down for the count. Seeing things go south, the warden quickly pulls his gun on Doyle, but right as he pulls the trigger, Doyle's fist connects straight with the warden's face. Turns out at close range the fist is still faster. After easily taking out the guards, Doyle hijacks a plane heading to Tokyo. Meanwhile, in a Russian missile silo, death row inmate Sikorsky climbs out with his bare hands. Once he makes it out, he wraps himself in just a blanket and heads for Tokyo. Hearing all this, Baki realizes something's wrong, but besides those 3, 2 more death row inmates are also on the move. The freak Spec sneaks into a pipe and brutally murders the lawyer who came to visit him. Then he yanks out the lawyer's gold tooth. Using that gold tooth, Spec escapes from the submarine prison, 600 feet underwater. Once ashore, it takes him just 2.5 minutes to take out all the Coast Guard personnel. The last man is completely different from the others. He's small in stature, but he's the most dangerous of the 5. Yanagi Ryuko is being held in a glass cell that can withstand a nuclear blast, but to Yanagi it might as well be regular glass, because his palms can create a vacuum. Then Yanagi appears behind the guard and gently blows into his ear. Instantly some strange substance sprays out from the guard's ear. The 5 death row inmates, affected by sympathetic crystallization, all head to Tokyo. They have only one goal: to challenge the world's strongest teenager, Baki.